Have you ever wanted to journal, but you're like, what do I actually write? Staring at that blank page when you open it, man, that can feel intimidating. Or you think you have to sound brilliant or deep or philosophical. Today, I want to give you 3 of my favorite journaling methods that if you're stuck on BPS, blank page syndrome, can eliminate that forever. And if you're like, I don't have time for another daily habit, these work for high performers, entrepreneurs in as little as 2 minutes a day. Journal method number 1, let's go on a little drive. Your brain is just like the radio in my Bronco, capable of picking up thousands of stations or thoughts, but only tuning to one at a time. Most people leave their dial set to random FM, and whatever signal's the strongest, it comes through. And when you pull out your phone and scroll, that is random FM. So this first journal method is how you get your tuning back to the station you want. I call it the 2x2 method. Although being in the Bronx, we should probably call it the 4x4, you know what I'm saying? It's super simple, because it takes 2 minutes and it's only 2 questions. So the first thing you do in the morning is you grab your journal and you ask yourself, what would be one win today that would make the day totally worth it? Like if nothing else got done, what is the thing you want to do today that would make it a win? This is how you're tuning your station to what you want, not other people want. Because it's so easy to get on the phone and then we're just reacting to things internally. Not only does it make you feel like the world's falling apart, but with 8 billion people in the world, those crazy fringe 1 in a billion things happen 8 times a day. And 8,000 1 in a million things are happening every single day. And if you know how your mind works, you have a negativity sway bias where you're more primed to focus on what's negative. That doesn't mean you're broken or wrong. That's just how we're all wired to survive. So when you do this and you ask, what do I want? You're responding, you're not reacting. You get to choose what you want during the day. Maybe it's, I would have that difficult conversation I've been putting off. I would film that video and give it my best. Once you've answered that, the second question, what's already winning? Sometimes this is called gratitude journaling, right? Where you're grateful for things. That has tons of research, but I don't know. I have a little resistance to that. It feels sometimes forced, but another word for gratitude is a win. What's winning in your life? And when you prime your mind for what's winning, you start noticing more of it. You know, my wife was in a rush, but she made me the best damn cup of coffee. I'm so grateful for that. You know, I'm really proud and I'm winning on this new progress I'm making on my business. I got up and did that workout even though I didn't feel like it. That's a win. How you doing?
Selfies, huh?
Selfies, lots of them. So that's it, 2 minutes a day, 2 questions, and you will no longer be on random FM. So the 2x2 method's great if you want to zoom in on day to day, but what happens if you want to use journaling to zoom out and grow as a person week to week, year to year? Well, the next method is one that I actually came up with, and I've been using it for 13 years. I call this the 6-in-1 journaling method. Now, this method I really view as self-coaching. This is something I'm huge on with journaling. I think it's the best use of your journal, is everyone goes looking for answers, but when you journal, you really get to stop, reflect, and listen to them. And you know, we go looking for advice everywhere, even videos like this or the internet or books or well-meaning friends or family members, right? What should I do with my life? But the advice you're seeking oftentimes comes from yourself. And so what I've gotten out of this is pattern recognition, and that's why it's self-coaching, is you're able to see your thought patterns, your emotional state, your goals, everything on a macro level year to year, and coach yourself. So how do you do this? Well, I'll link down below videos on our ultimate guide to keeping a journal where I show you the 6-in-1 method. And if you really want to master it, the newly updated My Best Journal program, fairly inexpensive, I think, for what it delivers, is the first link in the description below. But I'll give you some quick ones while we're here. All right, we got this beautiful day and this beautiful view. So 4 quick things on this. Number 1, you get a blank sketchbook. No lines. Why do you ask? Well, I found that lines felt like school. Second, you swap this out every single year, no matter what. Great way to bookend your year-to-year growth, or hopefully not, lack thereof. 3, you divide your journal into 6 sections. 6 is arbitrary. You can do 3, 4, 5, doesn't really matter, but I'd say no more than 6 main ones. Maybe it's your business section, maybe it's marketing, maybe it's book notes, maybe it's freedom, maybe it's family or health, whatever matters to you. And lastly, number 4, you utilize the front and back covers. And I'd say this is the main benefit of this journal method, what I get out of it. Okay, even if I don't fill up every single page, man, I'm still doing the front and back cover, and that is so fun to see looking back year to year on your growth. We got one more method, and this one I think you'll get so much out of. I'd recommend doing it 4 times a year. All right, this final journal method is perfect for those of you who struggle with daily journaling but want long-term benefits. And also for you high achievers out there who want to get done. So most people are approaching their goals like amateurs approach gardening, where they just throw some seeds down once a year, water it occasionally, and then bitch about how nothing's blooming in a couple months. But professional gardeners that come up on my TikTok feed always talk about seasons and not years. They work in 90-day cycles. It's like winter is for planting, spring is for planting, summer is for maintenance, and fall is for harvest. They also know that they're not starting over every single quarter. They're using what they've planted and then they're building on top of that. So this third journaling system is just like that metaphor. It's 90-day reviews. Now I've been doing some form of this every quarter without really having a formal structure since about 2018. I was thinking, how can I make this really simple and really effective at the same time? So I came up with the only 3 questions that matter. And if you ask yourself these every 90 days, I think you're going to be way further ahead than people who throw seeds on the ground and hope they sprout once a year. We're only 1 quarter in, but this would be full. You split your page into 4 sections and you ask yourself the 3 questions in each of the 4 every 90 days. What are my biggest wins of the last 90 days? What did you accomplish? What worked? Did you hit any goals? Are you proud of progress you made in a certain area? These can be personal wins, these can be business wins, these can be health wins. It doesn't matter. 3 wins. Remember our 2x2, that's daily wins. Zoom out. Now that you have 90 of those days, what are your 3 biggest wins here? Question number 2, what are my 3 biggest lessons of the last 90 days? Man, it is cool to look back and see your lessons in 4 times a year. Like, you're forced to summarize what you learned into 3 things and only 3 things. And you get 12 of those a year. Well, now you can flip back on your journal and get 12 awesome personalized lessons that you grow from and remind yourself the next year. And finally, what are 1 to 3 goals I am locked in on for the next 90 days? Again, think personal, think relational, think business, think financial. Now you're like, only 3 questions? Yes, because just a warning here, you can find tons of Notion templates out there and 50 questions that you answer every 90 days. For me, that starts to feel more like a performance review that you're having with HR. So I keep it real simple with only 3 questions. There's 0 resistance to doing it, and you get benefits. There's also a bonus section I put, just so it's an even like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is any life updates or miscellaneous things that happened in the last 90 days. That's a cool section as well, you might like. So that's it, 3 questions, 4 times a year, every 90 days. Don't be like the amateur gardeners who plant seeds once a year and hope they sprout. Be like a professional gardener who thinks in seasons and checks in every 90 days. Man, I had a blast making this video. Thank you for your support. Smash that like button if you made it to the end. And I'll link down below our Refusing to Settle newsletter. You also get 11 kick-ass journaling questions that I think will change your life. 100% free in the link below. Remember to do hard things, bet on yourself, and make your future self proud. Peace.